Good morning, good evening. Welcome to everyone. You can see it. I was trying to push it out of the shot. Can't get it out of the shot. It's too big. It is what I'm hoping to be the final day of our Mosaic crochet math rocks blanket. We finished the stitching last week, like the actual body of the blanket. And now we have got, I did all of the rounds of the border through the week. I was going to save some of those for this stream, but they took 2 hours per round. So I thought I would save the joining of the closing of the envelope. So that's what I've got. And we've also got some ends to weave in. So that's what we've got for today's stream. But yeah, we have a spooky backdrop. I've gone a bit creepy. I will change the green light to white so we can, see better and work better. But happy Halloween. It is Halloween here in Australia. It is the 31st already here. I know for some of you it's not quite Halloween yet, but it is Halloweeny for me. So I'm going to be, I've got some little bits and bobs to come through and just, just to happen. I love the ghosts, loving the ghosts. I'm having a lot of fun with the setup. I played with it yesterday and missed an appointment that I was supposed to go to because I got sidetracked, but luckily they were able to fit me in later. And then just, being able to have, just being able to play with things and get stuff done. It was a big thing. It was a big thing to get rid of it, like to get it all set up and to get it all ready and everything like that. And I actually really like it. So I was very torn. Lots of fun happening with the emotes wall. I'm loving that. Can you see the little, you saw the cat? That's so cute. I've got little rats like floating around, like there's rat biffo happening over here. There's rats crawling around. There's bats up there. They're a bit small and it's a bit dark, so you may not be able to see them very well. But that's what's going on in the background. As I said, I had a little bit of fun setting this up. Now, I am not feeling, I should clarify straight away, I'm really hoping I can do the whole stream. I really am. My throat is very sore and I've got lots of tea and coffee and water and everything to try and help me get through. But that's what's going on. So if I don't talk as much, that is why. I have set something new. I'm not sure if you can see it in the chat. It says that there was a goal created. So it's a new feature that YouTube has rolled out to make that's supposed to make things a bit more fun for you guys. So basically I've set up a goal, and what it is if we get 10 super chats during the live stream, when my chair that I ordered arrives, I'll do a special, outside of our usual stream times, I'll do a special stream of me trying to put it together. So, so if you guys want to help out with that, you totally can. So I'm not sure, like it says goal created, Fiberfit created a goal. Can you guys see the button that says see the goal? So, but yeah, so that is it. So, not too much I could choose. There was a couple of settings I could choose. Like I could choose the number, I could choose the time frame, but the time frame was really like, for the first hour, it was really like every 15 minutes. But then for after 1 hour, it was just hourly. So I've got it for 2 hours. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you guys could see, because that would make sense that you could see the goal. This is something that and keep an eye out. YouTube is rolling out a pile of stuff for viewers, right? So it's like, it's not for creators. It's not for, or anything like that, but it's for viewers. So there's viewer badges that are rolling out. So if you comment on a video, not a live stream, but if you go back and comment on a replay, there's actually badges that can be given to you, and YouTube do it automatically. So if you go in and comment on a video and then I love, your comment or heart your comment or something like that, then you'll get a badge for that. And then when you open up your YouTube end, you can actually look at all the different badges you've received. Now, at this stage, I think there's only a couple of badges that they've rolled out, but if it's popular, I think they're going to roll out some more badges. So I don't know about you guys. I'm a bit of a badge collector. So I'm like, oh no, like out of everything they could make, they made it badges. Anyway, so we've got that. And then, and just keep an eye out. There's a few things. So if you notice that the YouTube emojis and stuff and like the progress bars and things like are looking a bit pinker than red, that's not your eyes. YouTube's playing with that as well. There's a whole pile of stuff happening for the viewer side of things. So keep an eye out. There'll be some interesting changes over the coming weeks. But I just thought I'd give this thing a try. If we get it, if we do get the goal, I really will do the live stream. Like that's the truth. I just wanted to have a test and try it out. But if we do hit that bullseye, I will do the extra live stream. So yeah, I'll try and I'll fit it in at sort of this same time. Or I might even try to put it in on a Saturday, so a Friday night if you're in the US. Like we'll have a discussion about it if I hit the goal. Otherwise, I'm just going to build the chair. But I ordered the Secret Lab chair in the mint green with rollerblade wheels and the black plush cell arms. That's what I went with. On Monday, the Monday crew were really quiet. They're as passionate about me getting the chair as you guys are. And I sort of had a big think about it and had a big talk to my husband about it. And while I haven't actually hit the buy me a coffee goal yet, guys took the sting out of the price. So I have bought the chair. I'm a bit nervous. I really hope that I like it. It's the most expensive chair I have ever purchased. I know it's not the most expensive around. It's not even half the cost of the most expensive around. But it is the most expensive I've ever done. And I jokingly posted on Twitter, well, not quite jokingly, but I was actually more stressed out choosing a chair than I was over choosing a laptop. So if that puts into perspective anything. So I got the house to myself today. So Tim's in the office because that's the other thing that happened this week. Tim was able to buy himself a secondhand car. I have my car back, everybody. I'm able to leave the house when I want. And funnily enough, I'm probably going to be too sick to go to Caffeinated Crafters tonight, but I would have my own car to take. So he's picked up a really nice little fuel economical car to get him to and from work. So it's just, it's really awesome. It's really awesome. And like, I haven't really done all that much extra driving since I've gotten my, Josephine says it's not Caffeinated Craft. Oh, it's not. Josephine, you're right. It's not. I was so worried. That was just like, oh, Josephine, you're a champion. You actually make me feel better. I'm hoping I'll feel better in time for Caffeinated Crafters next week. Oh, it's not Caffeinated Crafters tonight. I lost track. Thank you so much. I probably would have tried to go. Oh, goodness me. And I have wheels again. It is so awesome. It's so awesome. You got a happy dance for the car. Did the emoji come up with a full? I don't think it comes up if you do it as part of a sentence. If you just do the command happy dance, I think that's what comes up. I did add in some extra things into our. There we go. There's our happy dance. It's the Supernatural boys being dorks, which I just love. It makes me happy looking at them being dorks. So I love that. I also added in squirrel. Oh yeah, there we go. Kelly's got the squirrel. We added in squirrel. And live long, I think is the other one. I thought I added in one more after that as well. So I'm just checking now. But yeah, live long is another one. Oh, Yeti, that's right. Yeti was the other one. There we go. I think that's them. I think that's all of them. Let me just double check, but I think that's all of them. Now, I did add in another command This one's more for the moderator. So if somebody asks for the Discord, if you use Discord, it should bring up the Discord link. Should be the operative word. Oh, that was the other one. That was a sneaky word. Mr. Fibble. What are they doing? Thank you. Did you? Kelly must have seen them come through earlier in the chat. So, hey, Gabby Rodriguez, great to see you here. So I think that was it. I don't think I had any others, but I'm just going to double check just in case, because I got a bit over, because I'm like checking out like some Spaceballs ones, like they've gone to plaid. He shot my hair. So yeah, it was really hard. So I've got, and I'm looking for a good Star Wars one, because, you know, I can't just have Star Trek. And, you know, what is the Fibble one? So do Fibble again. It should bring it up so that you can see it again. Yeah. And it says, what are we going to do with them, Mr. Fibble? It's when Rimmer went psychopath and, basically lost his marbles entirely. And Mr. Fibble helped him basically be evil. I don't know if we'll use it very often, but, you know, we might. We might. I do have Louis Cam ready if Louis does grace us with his presence. However, he does look quite comfortable sitting out on the couch like a bossy dog. So there is that. Now, we have a decision to make. Well, actually, I think I've made the decision. I would just like some feedback. So let me just go to our where are we? Thursday chat. There we go. So we've got all our border in. I've done 4 rounds on the back and the front so that we could have all the colors in, right? But we need to join it, and the join will be visible, and I have no more red. I ran out of red. Like, I only just made, I think I've got like this little tiny like amount, like I barely won yarn chicken with the red. And then we've got the pink on the back. So the Galah is on the back. But what I was thinking was actually doing the join with the yellow, because I didn't get a yellow stripe, because we used the yellow here to create the edge. But I was thinking, like, I've got enough yellow, I think. I've got enough yellow that I could do the yellow, and that would sort of tie the border in together. What do you guys think? Do you think the yellow could work? And I am very sorry. Actually, what I can do is I can get rid of the green. There we go. Right. A little bit less Halloween-y, but probably easier to see, right? So let me know in the chat. Do you think, like, and I love the yellow hearts, Kelly. Throw yellow hearts if you think the yellow will work. Now, I just want to fix this up. I'm not quite centered and I don't like it. There we go. I moved cameras and stuff around this week. Not intentionally. They got moved. Like this one, I'm surprised you can see anything. I whacked it with my head. Oh, Knitspin Girls thinks the purple. Josephine thinks the blue. The blue is on the back. So all of the colors got a row except the yellow. I was able to get all, like, so we've got the green, the purple, the red, the Rooster orange, the blue, and the Galah pink are all on the back. So we were able to get all of the 6 main colors, 7 main colors, except for the yellow, because I didn't use the yellow because we had the yellow there. So let me have a look here. So Kelly wants the yellow. Knitspin Girl says purple. Josephine wants the blue. Gabby says, even though I love purple, I say yellow. Josephine really wants the blue. Shannon wants the yellow as well. Good morning, Leslie Grant. Great to see you in the chat. Like, I'm going to be really sad when this blanket is done, right? For one major reason, this hot pink messes with all of the cameras. Like, it messes with this really good quality webcam, and it messes with this camera. The pink doesn't work on camera. And so I will be sad that we'll have to come up with another project, but I will not be sad, and I will learn to not go hot pink, like hot pink. Let me have a look here. Yellow to match the slip. Yeah, I'm thinking the yellow to match the slip stitch edge, because it is a slip stitch across the top, and it'll just sort of pull it in a bit. Now, I'm gonna confess something. See here, I screwed up something on this border, and I didn't realize it until it was like quite late in. I started the pink row. I started the pink row was fine. I started the rooster row, no problems. But then by the time I got around to the end, I realized I'd been working into the back loop for some time. And I was just like, I am not pulling out over 2 hours of work to fix that. Because I didn't realize I was doing it. Because, you know, this whole blanket, you work into the back loop, and then all of a sudden on the border, you don't. And I figured it's on the back, but it really stands out. And I actually think it could actually look really nice if you decided to work into the back loop for every row in your border as well. I think it could look lovely, but I'm not pulling it out. There's that. That's what's happening there. I'm not pulling it out. All right. Okay. We're going with the yellow. We're going to go with the yellow. It's hard. It's on the back, and it's hard for us to see with the blowout pink. Yeah. Sorry about that. It is hard. Let me just see if I can. Yeah, it's the pink makes it like up. There we go. If I put it on an angle, you can kind of see like the ridges there. And that's the problem, is that the ridge is there. So you can see where you can see the difference between the ridge and no ridge. And I actually think the ridge looks great. It's just not all the way around. That's all. And yeah, the blowout pink does make it hard. But yeah, I'm like, you know what? And the person that's getting this, if they even notice, I'd be surprised. And if they do notice it, they're actually not going to care at all. Like not even the littlest bit. So I think that's what's happening here. Okay. I want to make sure I'm going from the middle, because it's going to be a lot. All right. Now I do have some extra ends to weave in. So there's ends throughout the back of the blanket. So I've got my chibis out just in case I get that. Yeah, Gabby, I actually like it as well. And I'm thinking that the next one of these blankets that I do with a closed border, I will definitely give it a test and see what I think about it from that perspective. So, and go from there. So let's have a look and see what this yellow looks like as the slip stitch edge. We'll do a few stitches and then we'll pause and have a little look. I think I like it. So have you got any exciting plans for Halloween? I'm going to sit here quietly with the lights off and totally go Grinch this year, because I'm not feeling well, and I certainly don't want to be passing germs on to kids. Yeah, I think that's a winner for me, because like when it's sitting, it's just going to sit like that, and you'll just get like the little hint of yellow there, and with that hint of yellow there. And I think that will really work. Yeah, I'm going to keep going. You did it to see if the recipient was paying attention. That's right. Totally testing out to see if they even noticed. Total Yeti gang. Abby is, you know how you guys will think I'm obsessed with Yeti? Well, Abby, who thought my Yeti obsession was dumb, is now totally hooked on Yetis. And she's more of a Yeti girl than I am, because I was only interested in like a couple of the different cups and my water bottle, and I think I'm pretty set, or at least I thought I was pretty set. Abby, on the other hand, is interested in like the little coolers and the dog bowl and, you know, all the other bits and bobs. So very interesting to see what she'll end up with. Bianca says, I may or may not cast on Go Go Dynamo Stephen Westshall. It's still October. It is still October. I joined Laura Nelkin's Caltopus knit along, knowing full well I wasn't actually going to get it started. So I'll have by the time I'm going to start, I'll know what it looks like. So, but yeah, I wanted in on that one. I like the yellow up against the red as well. And the yellow up against the pink looks really sweet too. Am I doing this wrong? Oh no, it's back loop, front loop, like that loop. I'm like, should it be showing like that? And the answer is yes, it should. It just, what usually happens is, right, I'm normally doing it in the same color, so I don't notice any of the extra little sort of pops on the other side because it's all one color. So I don't really notice it as much, but I'm definitely noticing it, but only on the back. We don't care as much about the back as the front. I just want to double check I wove in all those to the point that I'm happy. Yeah, I did good. I wove them in but didn't trim them right down because I figured they can just get shoved in the middle here. Because that's one of the big perks. There's a couple of big perks of mosaic crochet. One of them is working with one color per row, or at least with this style of mosaic crochet. The other one is you don't have to weave in all the row ends if you're going to put on an envelope border, which, like, I'm even tempted to put envelope borders on other projects just purely so I don't have to weave all the ends in. I'm like, I wonder how that would look with an envelope border. That would look great with an envelope border, you know. So, and the other thing I like about the envelope borders is they put a bit of weight on the edge of the blanket, so it kind of just sits a bit better. Let me know in the chat, do you like doing an envelope border on your blankets? Oh, I need to drop that out of the way because I can't see what's going on in the chat. So yeah. Today I had a shirt arrive. I ordered a shirt from the Can Do Creator community store, and it is a purple shirt with the Can Do Creator embroidered onto it rather than just printed. And I'm like, oh, I like that. That looks really good. I'm really happy with it. And then I tried it on, and the neck is so tight that I was just like, nope, got to take that right off. So I'm like, this is a size shirt I've ordered before. So basically with all these kind of merch shirts, the only way to get them is I have to go to the unisex male sizes, right? Very rarely does anybody make a female cut shirt in a size that fits me, right? They'll add in female shirts, but then none of them are plus size shirts. So you're like, yay, that's awesome. So I always end up in these unisex male shirts, which are all crew neck, right? If you've been around a while, you know how much I freaking hate crew neck shirts. I hate them a lot. But sometimes they just sit just low enough so it doesn't bother me. Basically, if it touches the base of my neck, I can't wear it, right? I don't wear necklaces. I don't like anything touching my neck. I don't know what it is. So I tend to wear V-necks because of that. But boat necks and scoop necks, that they're all good too. But if a crew neck comes up and touches here, like at the front or even on the sides, I'm out. I can't do it. And this one was so small. I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I've actually grabbed out a pile of the other merch shirts from, I mean, admittedly, I'd never used this particular company before. So I pulled out a shirt from like some other places, and the neck, like the actual edge of the neckband, so the bit that touches me, is easily 1.5 inches shorter than like other merch shirts that I've received before. And I'm just like, for crying out loud, like I'm going to have to cut it off. It's either I'm going to cut the neckband off or I'm never going to be able to wear the shirt. So the neckband will be coming off. I've just got to have a good look at it and see if I do sometimes I choose between a quick unpick neckband removal, or I actually just get out a roller cutter and turn it into a slight V-neck like I did with my StreamYard shirt. So yeah, I'm not quite sure which way I'm going to go with that one. I totally missed a stitch there. Hang on, I got to go back. I did a weird join on this one, which was dumb, and so it's made it so I can't get into the stitch I need to get into. Let me in. Oh, there it is. Alrighty. That actually covers up a lot of the weird joininess, which is good. But yeah, so I'm a bit like, I love the shirt, I love the color, I love everything except for the neckband. Oh, let's have a look here. Knitspin Girl says she's never tried an envelope border. It wouldn't work really well in my last crochet blanket, woven tartan with, it would have worked really well. Woven tartan with 11 oh, it would have. And the other thing is, like, while I've made this one quite wide, it was purely because I wanted to incorporate all of the colors. I don't know what I've done there. I don't care. And it's purely because I want to incorporate all the colors, but you can make these 2 stitches wide. You can make them 1 wide if you want to. I think 2 is a really nice number. 3 is my favorite, especially for the bigger blankets. I'm not sure how I feel about 4, to be honest. This is the first time I've done 4. So, but yeah, I really like 2 or 3 usually. But I just needed 4 so I could have all of the colors is what it boiled down to. I could have gotten away with 3 if I didn't use any pink. Like if I didn't use any of the flamingo pink. So, yes. But I definitely think that this border could work really nicely on crochet tartan. Shannon says, I've never tried it and it looks cool. Yeah, this is my second blanket with it, but I put it onto like the edge of a couple of like rug mugs. So yeah. And it's one of those things, like, especially if you need like extra length in a, like extra, you know, you made your blanket and it's just come out that bit small and you really want to boost it out. This is a way to add some extra length and width that looks intentional. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially if you are unable to go back in and do it exactly how it was done. Like, you know, if you're doing a round and round in granny square, you could just join on and keep going. But like if you're doing side to side or you know, like squares or something like that, anything like that where it's a bit, you know, you're a bit limited to the shaping, being able to just add on this border on the way around it is awesome. And you're not limited. You can just keep going. Like I've chosen the 4 stitch border here, but you can do whatever you want. Natalie says, I gifted a massive blanket back in January, and because the yarn was hard to weave in, I did an envelope border, but did it in single crochet for 6 rows. Now actually one thing I wanted to do here, can I do it? I think I've got it locked. Let me just unlock the comments, and I want to make the comments bigger because I realized when I was watching the replay, they're actually quite small. I never thought of doing it in single crochet. Definitely worth considering. Other than sort of making it like a bit shorter, did you notice any benefits from doing it in single crochet over the treble? Like I can imagine the stitches would be a bit more closed up and it'd be a bit stronger and a bit more dense. But I've not done it, so I don't know. And you just did it exactly the same way? You just chose single? Because I was tempted to go with half doubles just because they're my favorite stitch. But I just thought this project has no half doubles in it. I'm not going to add an additional stitch just so I can have it for the border. That is selfish crochet right there. I'm also wondering how a blanket like this could look with half doubles instead of trebles, because half doubles really are my favorite stitch by a long shot. Like, it's like, does anyone else have a favorite stitch that they love so much that they've actually ruled out patterns because it didn't have it? Like, I mean, I have. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that many of those stitches. Now, actually, one thing I will show you is, because, do you remember how at the beginning of the project, I added in an additional stitch at the beginning and at the end, so that when I did my edging, I didn't have to eat up one of my threes? I think that came out really well, and I'm really happy and glad I did that. I know it was a little bit of finagling and mathing, and that's not my strength, but I'm really glad I went to that effort, so I got that nice neat line across and like full repeats rather than having to eat into the repeats. Nat says, I thought the ends might end up poking out if I used the treble. Check out my Ella's 21st in Ravelry. I'll go and check it out. But yeah, that is always a risk. Like, you know, the goal is to you know, just poke the ends in and not have to think about them anymore. But I'm looking at this and it is a little bit open. So, I mean, it's a possibility. So a treble, a single crochet could be a super duper awesome compromise. I'll have to do a test. I need a new mug rug. That can be my test. I'm just using, this is the Tina's crochet. It's just her envelope border. I've just used her instructions to refresh my brain. Amelia Nicole has jumped in. Thank you. She is the first cab off the rank with the teal or higher. I'm going to give that a big old heart. Super chat to help us hit this goal before the end of the stream to get an extra live stream. So we'll see. Thank you so much, Amelia Nicole. I very much appreciate that. And it's all glowy on mine. Actually, it's all glowy here because it's special here. It puts the whole donation and everything in, and it makes it all gold. Whereas if I used eCams, let me overlay. No, Windows. I want comments and reactions. eCams looks like that. While it's much bigger, I think this one looks better. I think it looks cuter. I definitely think it needs to be bigger. So how do we make it bigger? I think that's it. I think that's as big as I can go. There's probably a setting I can choose to make it bigger. But thank you so much for jumping in with the first one, so we can test out these fun things. Go, Sally! Yeah, Liz! Yeah, I think the gold one looks nicer. It makes it more specialer. Oh, and I'm not sure if you've noticed, but if you have a look at Nicole's super chat there, you can actually like and reply directly to that now. That's a fairly newish thing. That's been around YouTube for a little bit. So, that's, you know, that's you can always have a play with that too. Sally is semi-lurking. Oh, pain. You know, I understand a pain day. Just kick back and be comfy. Was that your first super chat ever? That is so cool. Oh, it is. There's a little message that says, let's celebrate their first super on a live stream. So that is very cool. Thank you for being for having your first on our stream. I very much appreciate it. And it's exciting. I have got the hot throat of doom. I'm very much liking how this yellow's looking. And I don't know which side I like better colour-wise. I really do like this pink and this teal together. I didn't think I would, but I definitely do. The advantage is, right, this is actually a really cool looking blanket in its own right. Like on the back side with just the stripes. So I think the giftee will get to make some decisions. Yeah, I agree with Shannon. Sally needs to take it easy. Everyone's been good. Everyone's been good. We just kick back and relax and chill. Alrighty. I don't know how long this is going to take. We're not even, I think we've just like hit the halfway point of the width. I know that the double crochets were taking, these rounds were taking about just shy of 2 hours to get all the way around. So I'm hoping that we've got time in this stream to get all this done, because I think I'm going slower. I don't know. I feel like I'm going slower, but I want to get it done because this is the last stream for this blanket. Anything else that has to get finished will get finished off camera. Look at all those yellow emojis coming across. Thanks, Amelia. Oh, I split it. Split the yarn. Oh no. So I did try to get lots of bits and pieces of this done so that once it's done, it's done. But there's a few ends left to weave in across the body of the blanket. But other than that, once this is sealed, it's the main bits are all done and the majority of the ends are gone. They're not woven in, they're just gone. Out of sight, out of mind. I will say, we managed to use up the lion's share of these yarns. Now, I've got basically a little bit of each of the colors left, except for the red. The red we used all of. The pink, the purple and the teal, I started second rolls because I made things for Abby out of them. So sorry, not teal, the blue. The blue and the purple had extra rolls made out of them. But like there's a bit of pink left. There's a fair whack of Rooster left. And there's maybe 50, 60 grams left of that second roll of that roll of pink that Claire posted me so I could continue on. So I'm thinking of trying to make a little something that kind of matches color-wise to go with the blanket. But it's going to be a surprise just in case the giftie is watching. Because who this is going to now, the decision was made earlier in the week. I'll keep that bit a bit quieter. Amelia says, rest up, Sal. I hope everyone who feels unwell recovers quickly. Thank you. Thank you from me who's not feeling well, but also for everybody else in the chat who is feeling it. Therese, it's great to see you in the chat. So I'm very excited. My chair is shipped. While it's an international company, they do have an Australian shipping point. So it's all coming from Sydney. So I don't have to deal with it coming internationally or anything like that, which is really good. So I'll be very happy about that. But the reviews I've seen of their shipping company of choice, who I'd never heard of, not awesome. Apparently they're really rubbish at tracking, which is you don't hear anything and then boom, your chair is being delivered today. And you're just like, wait, what, really? Teresa says, it's really good to see everyone. Life has been, I'm going to assume that was busy, not a bust. Life has been busy, but in a good way. I haven't been here for a bit. Well, I'm glad busy, not bust. I'm glad you've made it to the chat in time to say goodbye to this blanket. It feels like we've been doing it forever. I mean, we did have a little break. It had a break from January. It could have been finished in the first half of the year, but it was not, because it's me. Have you met me? Hi, my name's Chantel. I put projects on the back burner for no other reason than I want to work on something else. And then I forget they exist for a little while. And then I go, oh my gosh, I need to finish that. And then just go guns a-blazing until it's all done. That's what we did here. Kelly says, is it just me, but she has no sound? Can everybody else hear me? Is it just Kelly? So let us know in the chat if it's just Kelly. Maybe you refresh, Kelly. Or double check your speakers or headphones are plugged in. But we'll check the chat. Just Kelly? Okay, Nat can hear me. So that's good. Sorry, Kelly. I think it's just you. Someone in the chat could suggest that she give a refresh. That would be great, because me saying refresh it is not going to help her because she can't hear me. Amelia says, got my crochet hook measuring tool at the local yarn shop. Amazing. $5. That's awesome. I'm glad you got one. There's such a handy little thing to have, especially if you get the hooks where the numbers rub off and you're just not sure what it is anymore. Like, it's so good for that. Oh, Kelly says it's back. It was weird. That is weird. Man, I could have like talked about you and you would never have known. Missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. Oh, wow. We're coming up to the first corner. Slowly. We're coming up to the first corner in second. So, yes. So I've been catching up on Fire Country this last week. I'm still in season 1. I put it aside to watch some like UK mysteries and things, and watched a pile of those, and then sort of went, what was I watching before? Oh, that's right. Fire Country. So I haven't finished season 1 of Fire Country yet, but I'll get there. I really enjoy it. It's got the chick who was in Numbers, which I really liked her, and I was really sad when she left the show. I thought she was a really good sort of balancing character for like all the boys. Because like, while she's a beautiful woman, she was there because she was ridiculously smart. Whereas some of the other girls that they had on the show were just sort of like pretty, which was frustrating. My Nick, hang on a second, Knitspin Girls said, my Nick Cardi is back in the naughty basket. Gauge is good. Measurements are as in the pattern. Don't know why it didn't twig. It's a fitted Cardi. Oh no. Oh no. Goodness me. Leanne, a quick howdy to the chat. I'm early to my appointment, listening in to keep me calm. That is awesome. It's not like, if it's anything like the echoes I've had, I found it more confronting and embarrassing than anything else. It didn't hurt. It was just sort of, you just sit there while they listen. So yeah, I'm watching NCIS Origins. And I'm in the same boat. There's a couple of things that bug me. Like, so the dude they've got playing Jethro's dad, right? I think he's a fantastic actor. I think he's wonderful. He is too tall to be Jethro's dad. Because Jethro's dad was a shorter actor in the original series, and you can't just replace someone who was short with someone who's tall. That's not right. But yeah, I don't know how I feel it, but we also all know, like, I think it's playing well because he was angry for a long time. And that's the side of it that I'm really struggling with, is like the aggressiveness of it. But I'm going to give it some time. It's only had 4 episodes. Oh yeah, that guy who's playing Jethro's dad, he's Australian. He's actually in an Australian series as well that's just dropped. And he is he was in oh my gosh, he had a whole series. He was the sheriff in, someone will tell me, someone please tell me. It had the chick in it with the blonde hair from the sci-fi series. I got nothing. I'm sorry. Sarah Dawn. So good to see you, Sarah. I know Sarah from other live chats. And Sarah has made it to a live stream. That is so cool, Sarah. Welcome. Welcome. I can't think of his name. He was also in the Matrix movies. He played one of the spies. What are they called? Like Hugo Weaving's character. He plays one of those. He had his own series. Longmire. Oh my gosh, he was Longmire, and now he's playing Jethro's dad. And he's too tall. He's a great actor. I think it's like, aside from the fact that he's ridiculously tall compared to the previous actor who played Jethro's dad, I think it's fine. I think it's good. I'll get over the fact that he's too tall. I don't know. What is it that you're not sure about, Nat? Let me know in the chat. What is it that you're not sure about with the new series? Sarah says, usually timing says no, but it worked out this time. So that is awesome. I'm so glad. I know that that time zones aren't always the best. I split that stitch. I'm just going to go back and fix that up. We are working on the final step of this project that is killing my cameras because the hot pink is too hot and it cannot cope. It just cannot cope. So it'll be good when it is done. So yeah. I'll split it again. Get back on there, little splitty bit. There we go. Amelia Nicole's going the emojis for the dice rolls and the yarns. How big a border is this blanket? Because it looks stunning. It's quite a large border. So the blanket is like, let's measure, do the quick Chantel body measure. So we're going to measure from the, am I measuring from the edge of the other, like edge of the border? I'll measure from the edge of the border. So 1 meter. It's about 1.6 meters. So I highly recommend, if you haven't done it yet, what you need to do is hold a tape measure in your fingers, hold your arm out, but you can't see it, but hold your arm out, holding the tape measure as straight as possible, and measure it across your body and work out where either a meter or a yard or whatever your main measurement is. For me, it's a meter. Work out approximately where a meter is on your body. For me, it's my other shoulder from the opposite. That gives me 1 meter or 100 centimeters. A yard is like 91.7 centimeters or something. So you can work it all out from there. Nicole says we'll miss the dice. We will miss the dice. Dawn says my camera hates purples. Pink it seems okay with, but it never shows the right pinks. This pink is so hot. It's such a hot pink that no matter which camera I try to use, it does not work. And I've tried like DSLRs and all sorts of things. It'll take photos perfectly nice, but it will not play nice in the video. And I don't know why. And this is the best that we can get. This is a nice soft baby pink. This is hot eye melting flamingo pink. So yeah, I will be sad when the blanket is done. I will not be sad having to deal with all the color variation due to the hot pinkedness. It's just how it is sometimes. Yeah, excellent. Sarah can estimate based on an arm length. It's not perfect, but it works. Yeah, it gives you a rough idea. Absolutely. I wouldn't cut fabric based off it, but give me a good idea. I know Mark Harmon used to be a good-looking man, a bit of a crush of mine, kind of looks like my grandma now. But the man playing young Jethro is too good-looking, too tall, and from the voice. Yeah, I think he's missing his gunnery sergeant dodgy hairstyle that Gibbs wore all the time, and the reason he did it was because he was in the Marines. So where is that hairstyle? So that tones down the good looks a little. But yeah, I don't know. I suppose I'm seeing more like, for me, I find aggression very unpalatable. And so I'm noticing more that the hard stares and the clenched jaw and like the aggressive stances and the aggressive tones more than and so for me, he's less good looking because of it. So that's probably where it is for me. Over the series isn't about him, it's about Lala. I'm a bit confused by the whole thing. Yeah, I don't know where we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna let it. I'll be fine with it. I'll let it go and watch it. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I didn't like NCIS LA when it first started either, so we'll see. But it went for years, and then I did like NCIS Hawaii, and then it got axed. So, well, there's 4 eps. I thought there was 4 episodes in now. I don't know. We're talking about NCIS Origins. It's the new. It's like the origin story. So, yeah. See how it goes. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I watched one yesterday. Did you watch the one yesterday? Yeah, Bianca says NCIS Hawaii was the only one I liked in the end, and it got axed, which, so obviously I don't have the same taste in the series as the, the powers that be that make these decisions. I do know it was not a popular decision amongst viewers that they axed it. So, the one in the mall, so funny. I know. Isn't like that's so weird that they, did that. So there is one after that. There's another one after that one. So yeah, I think you've got one more to catch up on. But yeah, for me, I can't get past the aggressive stance, and I get why he has it. Like, it's integral to his character at that particular point in his life. I get it. I just don't like it. And if it doesn't ease back soon, I'm going to have to stop watching. Which is sad. Yeah. You'll have to watch it on 10 Play. I've been watching it on Paramount. I think is where I'm watching it. So maybe, yeah, I don't know. I'm watching it on Paramount, and new episodes drop every Wednesday on Paramount. So I will not give out any spoilers of any particular episodes. But yeah, watching them like when they do, because it's like based in the 90s, it's based before the first NCIS series. And so it's really weird seeing things like them smoking, like, well, for a start, smoking full stop, because there's a lot less smoking on TV than there used to be. And secondly, smoking indoors is so weird. Like, it's been illegal in Australia for so long that I forgot that at one stage it was fine. Because, like, I've never worked in an office situation where you're allowed to smoke inside. Like, even back, like, early 90s when I started working corporate, it was never okay to smoke inside. You always had to go outside for cigarette breaks. So when I was hunting for people, I'd always have to go down to the smoking area to find them. Come back here a little bit that I dropped. So, what have you guys got in your cups for, by the way? I have coffee. I have English breakfast tea, extra strength. And I have lots of water. Lots of water. Just plain, still, non-chilled water. So you are doing the last joining row edge of the blanket. I am. It is. It's our last joining row edge. Because I was going to leave the last row of the blanket, like the last, but they take 2 hours to do. And that's 2 hours of me not chatting, just sitting back and getting it done. And they take 2 hours to do. And I probably should have started the joining edge because it's taking quite some time. We're about to hit the first. Oh, we've just gone past the first corner. So, yeah. Let's have a look here. I did in Germany for a while, but never never allowed in Australia. Oh, there you go. I remember being little and there was smoking sections in restaurants. Yeah, I remember that you had to book for a smoking area. Lots of coffee, hazelnut coffee. Gabby's got some water. Francis has got water, but I've just got back from coffee date with a friend. Vampire is in the house. Hello, Vampire. I got here eventually. Lots of yard work done today. Went through 2 whippersnipper batteries and now taking a break. Oh my goodness. Either you've got a serious amount of whippersnipping to do, or you've got a massive yard. We have a 1/4 acre block. And we need, like, we can't do the whole lot with one charge of our whippersnipper battery. But Tim's just bought it's like an extension pole, little mini chainsaw for cutting branches off trees. And that uses the same batteries. So maybe if we charge up both batteries, we might have enough to do the whole yard in one round. They're different. Like the one, I bought the extra large battery when I bought the whippersnipper, but he only bought the small battery when he bought the edger. Not edger, what's it called? It's I don't know what it's called. It looks like a little baby. It looks like a baby chainsaw on a big long pole. So yeah, I don't know what it's called. Pruning pole. I don't know. It's got a name. It's got a name written on the box. Nat's got tea going. Sarah says, I'm kind of glad we just have a little apartment. I don't miss all of the yard work I got drafted for as a kid. Yeah. I used to love having my balcony garden. I would grow all my herbs in like waist high boxes. So it was really easy for me just to look after them. But, having a little dog, it's nice having somewhere that we can throw around the ball. Like we've been here for 17 years. And so it was great when Abby was little, like we had a trampoline and get a little slide for her and stuff like that. So, you know, all those sorts of things. She really enjoyed that. Francis says, when I first started gigging in pubs in the 90s, I hated coming home smelling of smoke and my voice would be shot the next day. Oh, I know. That was one of the big things I hate about night clubbing, like in the 90s, was just you always stank. Like whether you were a smoker or not, it smelt like you're a smoker. I don't really miss shoveling snow from the driveway. Oh, that's a big one. See, that's not an issue here. No snow shoveling here. I couldn't tell you. It has snowed in Brisbane before, but I couldn't tell you. I've never seen it. It was before my time. Shannon says people only smoke in the casinos where I live. I don't know if we can. Has anyone been to a casino in Queensland lately? I don't know if you can smoke in casinos here. I don't think you can. I don't think you can smoke in any building in Australia anymore. I think it's like any public building. I mean, like if you own your own house, you can smoke in your own house, obviously. But I don't think, yeah, I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you. Mumu is in the house. Hello. Are you doing a Tunisian crochet blanket? That is awesome. Congratulations. I haven't done a Tunisian blanket. I'm thinking at all, actually. Have I ever done one? I've done Tunisian style squares and sewn them into like joined them together to be a blanket. I did some double-ended crochet hooking, so that was double-sided. It was for a class that I was teaching. Yeah, I don't know. I agree, Joe, smoking indoors yeah, I don't think you could smoke I don't think you can. Here in Nevada, they want your money. Shannon says they want your money. Oh, is that your next project? I don't know. No, I don't believe it will be. I've got some clear as cotton here as waiting for me to. I've actually got a few projects I need to get finished, so I'm not planning on starting a new project straight away. I've got a couple I need to get done, but I will need to come up with something for on camera, so I'll need to double check with some designers and make sure they're okay with me working on them on camera, because I always ask. So when I did the Queen, I contacted Tina and I asked her if she minded me working on the project. Like it wasn't going to be instructional, like as in I wasn't going to be walking through the steps of the project. But you know, if I got asked questions about technique, I would explain them, but not as in giving away all of her information. And I kept her charts off screen for the most part, or at least I tried very hard to keep them off screen, and she was okay with that. Crochet with Claire has given us this pattern to use, and she's given us a discount code. So if you want to go and buy the pattern, if you don't want to just work from the YouTube Ravelry on the Crochet with Chair channel, Crochet with Claire channel, you can go in and grab that pattern at a discounted rate using the special code. I think the code still works. I mean, Claire's not here today, so we can't ask. But yeah, so I always check, like if I'm going to be working on a project as a long-term project for the stream, I chat with the designer. Whether it's a free pattern or a bought pattern, just because it's free doesn't give us the rights to give away all the information. So yeah, I always double check. I've never had anyone come back and say no, but I'm also pretty like picky about which patterns I choose. I don't want I'm working on the Jethro cardigan, and while I was working on the actual individual granny squares, I had no issues doing those because granny squares is a technique that, you know, everyone can find, but there'll be there's some instructions on how to add the knitting on. I will not be doing that during the live stream because that is specific instructions from the designer for people who purchase the pattern, and I will not give away that kind of information. I don't think that's right. Sarah says I should actually eat the dinner I pulled out of the oven to cool and then forgot about. Oh my gosh, yes, eat the food. As a designer, I thank you for that consideration. I don't mind, but see why some folks would. Yeah, absolutely. Especially if they've got like their own channel where they're doing explainer videos or something like that. It's definitely, I think it's rude not to check. And I do see a lot of YouTube channels where they think that because the pattern is free, that then they're free to use it. And it's like, that's not how it works. So, you know, contact the design. It's not hard. Some designers are hard, like, yeah, okay, I should rephrase that. Some designers are hard to contact, but some aren't, and they're the ones you go with. Oh man, my throat is so sore. Hot tea, good. Hot tea is good. Now, if anyone's wondering what that little bullseye is up the top, YouTube has rolled out a new goal system for super chats. And so I thought I'd give it a little whirl. And so if you super chat, I think it's teal and over, into today's live stream. I think I set it for the whole live stream. They give you these weird time window limits, which are just dumb. But anyway, if you super chat teal and over and we get 10 of those in today's stream, I will do an extra stream when my chair arrives, and you guys can all laugh at me as I try to build a chair. So that's what that is. So if you click on that, you can have a look that that we've already received one super chat, which I thought was just absolutely phenomenal, from Amelia Nicole. And so yeah, so if you want to see an extra special live stream, Nicole says there's 53 minutes left on the counter. We're over an hour in. Oh my God, I'm not even halfway through this edge. Work faster. So yeah, 50. Oh, so it puts a timer up and everything. So there we go. So we've got under an hour to get another 9 of those super chats. So, you know, if you want to make it so that I live stream the shenanigans of me trying to build a chair, because I ordered the chair, everybody. I ordered the chair. It is coming. It has been shipped. I received shipping notification. So, I'm hoping to get a new futon bed for the studio. I'm also dreading having to build it. So I would happily watch a chair building stream in commiseration. Oh my gosh. Wow. Gosh. It's one of those things. So, but what I will say, if you know, I'm down the line on this one. If we don't hit this goal, I'll just build the chair by myself, and I won't have to worry about camera angles and, you know, unflatteringness and mutterings. The mutterings. That's what I am actually concerned about. The mutterings. I know when I build things, I'm a mutterer, and I'm like, you know, angry words. So, yeah, definitely concerned about offering that as the perk, but we'll see. It may not be an issue. It may not happen. So I may not have to like try and build something with less mutterings. That would be funny. And I did go in and add in some extra oh, get on there, little miserable thing. There we go. I did add in some extra chat commands for fun. So we've got a couple of ones in there, extras for the mods, so that we can, you know, if somebody asks where the Discord is and stuff like that, it's easier for them to find that. But yeah, some others. Francis says I swear a lot when I build things. But obviously for me, it'll depend on if I hurt myself. Whereas I mutter and grumble more than swear when I'm building, especially if it's like something that's not really like the instructions aren't clear or something, and I'm like, grr, and I have to go back and pull it apart and redo it in a specific order or something. That bugs me. So, but yeah, it's definitely, it'll definitely be an interesting process. And if I end up doing the live stream, I'll have to do it from in here, which means I'll also be in confined space building as well. So there'll be lots of extra funny parts of me having to navigate space and deal with, you know, a sore back while I'm building, and you guys will get to hear a lot of it if we end up hitting that goal and doing those. So it would be very fun. I can imagine it would either be very funny or very interesting. I don't know what it'll be. I really don't know what it'll be. It'll be something. It'll be something. Oh yeah, I end up telling it off. For sure. There'll be that. So hopefully the instructions on how to put it together aren't too bad. That's definitely the upside of ordering some of the other more expensive chairs, is they actually come pretty much completely built, whereas this one is a bit more on me to get it built. Vampy says, I don't swear when I build things. I aggressively tell the bits to go together properly. I think that's probably more where I'm at. I get, well, more than I grumble at it. I get all chatty, why aren't you working? You're supposed to go in here. The picture says you're supposed to go in here. Why aren't you going in here? This is annoying. I'm getting very annoyed now. And the difference will be I won't just be able to storm off and just let it sit in the naughty corner for an hour, because it'll be live. I'll have to keep going. So we'll see, but it's only going to happen if we hit our goal. So it could be very fun. It could be enlightening. It could be enlightening. Oh my gosh. Sarah says, I've generally had good luck with IKEA instructions, but some other places are not so much. Yeah, I think, yeah. There's some instructions where I'm just like, I don't even know why I bothered. Honestly, why did I bother with you? You are such stupid instructions. There's no way anybody could use these to put the thing together. I've said those words and then gone off hunting for a YouTube video to help me because the instructions were so pathetic that I've received instructions for building something that were not the item that I had purchased, and they were packaged into the box. They were I couldn't find any of the parts, and then realized, hang on a second, this image is the same, but these instructions talk nothing about it. Sarah says the thought that sort of construction usually requires something nice to drink at the end. I usually bribe myself with an alcoholic cider. Yeah, maybe I should make it a nighttime stream. And then I can bribe myself with we could have a fiberific after dark, because it's you know, it's 11 a.m. on a Thursday morning for me right now. We could do an after dark where I kick back afterwards in my newly built chair that I hopefully don't collapse because I built it correctly. So, oh my gosh, Josephine's jumped in with a donation of $7.99. I'm going to like it, and I'm going to give it a little heart. There we go. That is awesome. 8 more super chats to go. Thank you. Kelly, it's not wrong, Kelly. It's not wrong. If you want to torture Chantel, put your money where your mouth is. I mean, that's true. That's true. And it will be as soon, within a couple of days, of the chair arriving, probably within a day of the chair arriving. Now, at this stage, the tracking is so pathetic with this dodgy courier company that all I know is that they have it. And after some searching, because I'd never heard of the company, after some searching, I found a whole Reddit about how Secret Lab used this particular transport company in Australia, and there are people shocked that they still use this same transport company because they are so terrible with communication. So basically, from what I can gather from a Reddit, I will not know the day it's arriving until I get a message going, your chair is arriving today. So I know nothing. I don't know when I'm expecting it. I don't know if it'll be here at the end of this week or at the beginning of next week. I can tell you it's a courier company, and that is it. Yeah. a questionable courier company. There's a few of those here too. I was just really hopeful that it was not Aramax, because Aramax just throw things over the fence. My dog's losing his mind. I will be back in just a second to find out what he is going on about. There is an EWE courier car that has just arrived. It is the chair. The chair is here. So please bear with me. I have to sign for it, but please bear with me. I'm going to pop you onto the Be Right Back screen. Unless, of course, you want just this screen and listening to Louis bark. So you get to choose. Do you want me to leave? I only got notified yesterday that it had been picked up. So I wasn't expecting it today. So I can leave this here and you can just listen to me. So, yeah, and Louis, or I can put you back on the Be Right Back. Let me know, Be Right Back or this. Quick. Okay, all right. Hey, Lou. Hey. It's all right, big boy. Let me go and check what's going on. Oh, hang on a sec. Sorry. Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes. Do you want a photo of the damaged side? Oh, now the cat's coming out. She's like, hello, there's a box. Silly bat. Silly bat. I've got to just watch out for this cat there. Alrighty, quick. Oh, hang on, she's coming. Stay back, Macy. Stay back. You don't get her. You stay there. Sorry, she's not allowed outside, so it's my daughter's cat, so I'm really worried. Thank you. Have a good day. Thanks. Don't forget your glass. Okay. All right. Everyone's just going hard with the emojis. Thank you for your patience. Well, it is here, sort of. So he's going back to check the truck because there are two parts of the order that I was told were picked up that aren't there now. I have a whole chair, and I have the rollerblade wheels, so they've come together, so that's fine. But it's like the extra arms, and I ordered some little cleaning wipes, so nothing to stop the chair build. Okay. So, oh my gosh, you guys have gone crazy. Let me just go back here. So Josephine super chat. I saw because there's extra super chats. What on earth? Kelly Pole says, what, your chair has arrived. Wow, absolutely. That's insane. It's absolutely insane. And it's enormous. The box is huge. And there's a gouge in it. So I got him to take a photo of that. Gabby Rodriguez has jumped in with the $4.99 teal chat. So that counts as well. Oh my gosh, we got 5 out of 10. So $5. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I need to go back and heart these. I want to make sure you all get hearts. Gabby Rodriguez is another first-time super chatter, so that is amazing. This is Kelly's 5th super chat on the live stream. Go, Kelly. That is so awesome. You guys are phenomenal. But the problem was he's like standing there and I'm like holding the door open and Macy's like, oh, the door's open, is it? I'm going to try and get out. So I'm like trying to keep the cat back. He's there sort of, I don't know what he's doing on his phone. But yes, but the chair is here. It only got picked up yesterday. So that is insane. And the box is enormous. The box is huge. I'm like, I don't know if the box will fit in here. What I might have to do is decant the chair parts in another room and then just stack them up in here because I don't know if it'll fit. The box would fit widthways in this space. Actually, it would. This is a very small room. Okay, my studio is tiny. It's a very small room. And now I'm like, will this chair fit? Like, how big is the chair? How big is the chair? Oh my gosh. Bianca's jumped in with a $5 super chat as well. Thank you so much. So 4 to go. 4 to go. Oh. Now the oh, what do you call it? The company, I kept thinking it can't be EWE. Like, how weird would it be a U, like, you know, as in a sheep's U name of a courier company? It is. It's EWE. It's 100% that. So weird. That's so weird. Oh, I need a drink. We really want to see this happen. I can tell you guys really want to see it happen. There's just 4 more super chats and it will happen. Holly, they've got to be teal and above. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Because do the instructions tell you that as well? Like it should, because I'm learning this as well, because that one won't get counted. Continue. Let me look here. Yeah, I don't know if it does mention it. I mean, it gives you the green option straight up. So I don't know if it does tell you that in there, but congrats on the chair from Holly. Thank you so much, Holly. Thank you. Oh, it makes it blue. The message is your message. Sorry, I'm still learning some of this stuff. So I just want to click on one of the other ones. Okay. So it makes the background of the message the color of the super chat. Otherwise it's black. Okay. All right. It does say teal. All right. Okay, cool. Because I would hate to find out it wasn't clear. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to go and double check he's left because he was going to go and check his truck to see if he had any extra parts. Like of my order. But I'm going to check. Just bear with me. All right, the truck has left. He has gone. He is not checking the truck for the extra bits. So, oh, Holly says you didn't. Oh, I don't know if I made it. I don't know if I said it. I thought that if you clicked the bullseye, it would tell you. So, yeah, this is a new thing for me as well. This is the very first time I've had access to this. I know it's been in beta for a little bit. And I also know we have early access to it. Not everybody has it, or at least I don't believe so. Maybe everybody does, which is now why I've got it, because I don't think I had access to it last week. So, okay, let's have a look. Anyone else with an error message? I don't know. It's sometimes depending on what you've commented, it might not allow that through. But I don't know why you would get an error message. Bianca said you had to have 2 goes. Oh, that's horrible. That's frustrating, but I'm glad you persevered. Thank you. Knitspin Girl says, I'm watching on my phone. There's no instructions visible, just a bullseye and a 6 out of 10. Oh. Bianca says, it did tell me that my payment will contribute to your goal. Well, that's nice too. That's nice to know. Yeah. Well, that is cool. That is cool. I really want to get this blanket finished. Like, my whole thing for today was get this blanket finished, and now it's like it's become about the chair, right? The chair box is enormous. He had to bring it in on a special trolley. That he nearly lost the chair because my driveway is a bit janky. So, yeah, but there's a definite gouge in the box as well. So I'm going to be checking the inside of the box to see if that's damaged anything too. So there'll be a little bit of double checking as I unpack it. So yeah. But he didn't seem to know anything about the extra items. Bianca says, same, no instructions on my PC until you click on the bullseye. Yeah, I think it's definitely like click the bullseye, not the super chat. I'm so sorry about that, Holly. I will make sure I photograph everything. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. But yeah, I'll tell you what though, it's really hot outside. It's really hot. So with a 6 out of 10, you should at least get an unboxing video. With a 6 out of 10, I will definitely make an unboxing video as I double check everything as it comes out of the box, but it may not be a live stream. It might just be a video. This camera, the blanket looks less color explosion. Oh, I didn't realize I hadn't changed cameras. Are you all right if I leave it on this camera? Like, it is, this camera does cope better. Like, it still brings it out the wrong color, but it doesn't, what's the word I'm looking for? Blur everything beyond the, like, total color blowout. So, yeah. Also, you get to see more of the Halloween stuff. I put a lot of effort into the Halloween-y stuff. I'll definitely be photographing everything as it's coming out of the box and checking that as well, for sure. For sure. That's a given. Just in case. It's what I do, especially because it's a big ticket item. It's a big ticket item. Are the thumbs up for that's okay me doing it from here? Oh, I forgot I had like extra things. I've got like a little skeleton who's going to do a dance. He's doing a dance. And I got some pumpkins as well. I also have ghosts. There we go, some ghosts. The bats are a bit full on. We've got candy pumpkin. I don't know what the candy pumpkin does. Turn off that skeleton. I thought the candy pumpkin did something. Oh, there he goes. All right. Oh, he starts with some candy. That's what it was. Okay, I get it. And then there's this pumpkin, which looks a bit more Halloween-y, if you ask me. A bit more scary. Bring back the black cat. Well, he comes and goes as he really wants. I kind of turn it on. It's supposed to come back, but it didn't loop around properly. Yeah, it's stinking hot out there. It's so hot. Knitspin Girl says it's really hot here too. It's my turn to bring morning tea to my spinning group tomorrow. I was going to bake a cake, but the idea of turning on my oven does not fill me with joy. Look, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. It's really roasting. I would not want to turn on the oven. I'm like, what cold thing can I have for lunch today? Because I do not want to cook anything. And I've got the house air conditioned because everyone went out, and my husband actually comes in and goes, it's going to be a scorcher today. I've already turned the aircon in the lounge room on. I was just like, okay, because that means it's going to be real hot, because he's like, do we really need it? You know, especially when I'm here by myself and he's not working from home. It's like do you really need the aircon? And I'd be like, yes, I do. Oh, wait. Oh, but wait, we have a special guest. Where is it? Louis Cam, where are you? Oh, there it goes. Oh, we need to fix up that angle. There we go. Louis came in when I came back from the courier. He was like, "Where are you going, Mum?" "Oh, you're in here. You made me a bed again. You gave it a wash and put it back." The black cat. So we don't have the black cat, but we do have the black dog. I don't know why the cat doesn't just stick around. It's supposed to just keep walking across. Like, kind of like the witch. Like, the witch just flies across, and then she'll come back and fly across again, and then she'll have a little break, and then she'll fly across again. Whereas for some reason the cat doesn't do it. So, yeah. Void Kitty, we have two of those, and they are when I knit because they can get snug. Oh. No bake slice sounds like a winner. Oh, I need a good recipe for a no bake slice, please. The Lone Wanderer says 25 minutes to get 10 teal super chats. Come on, folks. We need 4 more. We just need 4 more teal super chats. And then what I'll do is maybe I'll do the live stream tomorrow at the same time, or tonight, or I don't know. We'll have a discussion about it. If we hit the goal, we'll discuss when we're going to do it, because it's an extra stream. It's not waiting till next Thursday. It's an extra stream. Shannon. We got our first snowfall in Tahoe last night. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. I watched this series called, like this YouTube channel called Sicilians in Smallbad. Anyway, it's an island up really close to the North Pole. And I watched yesterday, it was her first polar night where they are going into the no daylight section of the year. So, oh my gosh, yes. The chocolate ripple cake does, but I do not have any of the ingredients required in my house. I do have an air fryer. It's not a little oven, and it's currently got an issue with it, so I cannot use it. So I have to use Svalbard. That's it. It's Svalbard. That's the one. Yes, it's beautiful. And I love watching her content, and does the most picturesque just drone footage, and like it's just gorgeous. Anyway, actually she does such good imagery that she created like a coffee table book about Svalbard, and it's currently on the top. It's currently in the bestsellers list for non-fiction in the Wall Street Journal's. Is that what it's called? Wall Street? I don't know. Whatever that big fancy the bestsellers list is. And she is just shocked over it. Any variation of peanut butter squares? I like peanut butter. I don't know how much I've got though. I'm going to have to go shopping. Vampire is in there. Artsog has chipped in. Thank you, Artsog, as well. You're a champion. We've got 7 out of 10, guys. We are so close. And we're turning another corner. Look at that. I don't know if I'm going to get these done. I got sidetracked by the courier, and we're running out of time. There's only 20 minutes left on the clock. Goodness me, 3 to go. That's right. We have 7 out of 10. There's only 3 to go. If we don't get the 10, I'll just make a little video and post it about, the chair. So, as like an unboxing, so we can look at the color and things like that. Sarah says we haven't had snow quite yet here, but we've had the frost warnings. Oh, that sounds so nice. It is subtropical here. Even our winters don't get cold enough for any kind of sometimes we get a little bit of frost, but nothing that'll destroy the garden kind of frost. Oh, I do like a wheat bix slice. I believe I have the ingredients for a wheat bix slice. I don't think I've actually got any chocolate. I think that's a problem. Maybe, I don't think I've got any baking chocolate, or like that I can melt or anything. I'll have to have a look. I'll look at what I've got. There are gaps in my baking cupboard due to the fact that A, Abby's been doing a bit of the baking, and B, I haven't been doing much of the grocery shopping because I saved the day for when I've got cars for something I want to do, and let Tim and Abby deal with the grocery shopping. But I now have my car back, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Sarah says in Southern Ontario it's -20 lows in winter. Is that that is Celsius? Good. I was about to ask. And +30 Cs in summer, both of those with lots of humidity. Our weather gets interesting. We get up to 40 C-ish in summer where I am. Usually late 30s, more so than the 40s. The 40s are the extreme. But if it goes down to minus anything overnight and that's overnight during winter, that is surprising. And therefore our houses are not designed for the cold weather and don't cope. And therefore we don't cope, and we end up spending a fortune on heating, and most of it gets sucked into the outdoors. Yeah, if it's not in the pantry, you can't eat it. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. With the humidity, it can feel like low 40s, and it sucks. Yeah, we get pretty severe humidity. Where I am is technically considered subtropics. So it gets some pretty cool humidity here. Well, not cool. It's awful. It's awful humidity. What is the humidity for today? Because I can tell you it felt pretty gross out there. Currently, right now, where I am, it is 30 degrees with 50% humidity. That's actually not too bad for the humidity wise. 19 minutes to get 3 super chats. Oh my goodness. Can we do it? Can we? Well, can you do it? Is the question. So we'll see. And then we will work out a time in the next day or so when we're going to do it, because I can't wait too long to open the box. So I need the chair, because I bought the chair because this chair that I'm currently on hurts my back. I bought treats for kids. Oops, is that woven in? Yes, it is. I bought treats for kids tonight. I hope enough kids come so that I'm not left with any. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm really hoping Abby doesn't decide, like, be all like, oh, why aren't we doing, doing the things? And it's like, I didn't buy enough of the stuff and I'm unwell and I don't want to deal with it. So we've got one big bag of hard candies here. Like as in, like, it's a 2.5 kilo bag. It's massive. But I do tend to try to buy some like chocolates and things like that to go with it, so everyone gets like a little handful of the hard candies plus a chocolate. The Gamer Widows has new chair envy. Oh my gosh, Gamer Widows, thank you so much. The box is enormous. Like, he needed special help. There's a happy dance. Like, I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, I've got to bring out some paddles and some like exciting stuff for when we hit a goal here. This will be insane. We are so close. I'm like so excited. There's 2 more. We just need 2 more. And then we can do that. So yeah, it will be very, very interesting. I'm like, I'll need to push this chair out of the office for while I'm building. There's no way I can build another chair while this one's in here. So this chair will have to get pushed out to the lounge room. And you know, it's really frustrating, right? This is a solid chair. It's a good chair. It's just not good for me. And so I feel really like, and my husband was like, oh, maybe we should give it away on Facebook. I'm like, dude, we could probably sell it. The only problem is me. I am the problem. Look at the dancing. There's little dancing people floating across the screen, along with the happy dance gif that got put up. That's so cool. That's so cool. You guys are so amazing for helping me do this. Like, so amazing. I'll just get in there, little tail. Sorry, I really want to try and get this done as well. Like, I mean, I don't think it's going to happen. I've still got 2 slides to go. It's so big. I should have started it before the stream. Maybe that can be the end of the chair build stream, is just to sit down and finish whatever I didn't get done. We can test out the new chair. I don't know. What do you want? What do you guys reckon? If we do a new chair stream, I mean, we're still 2 super chats off it. So only 2 though. Only 2. And what's 5 Australian bucks worth these days? Like 50 US cents? I don't know. I don't know. Gamer Widows says, that's why I got the desk chair last year. The pain from my old one was horrible. Oh, I know. Next week is okay. Oh, I can't wait a week until I unbox the chair and build it. Yeah. Oh, Bianca, thank you. It's $3.28. So yeah, that's why they judge it on like the color. So, oh wait, that would actually explain why some came through as 5 and some came through slightly higher, because it's $5 local. Is that right? I don't know. I don't know how it works. Can somebody from outside of Australia please tell me if when you go to do a teal super chat, if it's $5 local or if it drops it down to whatever Australian $5 is. I don't know the answer to the question. I find chairs that actually work so hard right now. I'm actually on my futon with lots of cushions, which works surprisingly well. Yeah, I need something with good lumbar support. So this chair is not supposed to be soft. And from what all I hear, it is not. And it does take a little bit of wearing in for it to actually be comfortable. Like they're talking a couple of days, not weeks or months or anything like that. A couple of days of wearing in for it to actually be comfortable. But it also has like a 59-day return policy or something. Oh, it's in local currency. Thank you, Amelia. Thank you. Oh, for the blanket finish. Okay, I understand. Thank you. Now, this is the last stream for this blanket. So whatever gets done in the stream, and then I'll finish it off. This is the final stream for this blanket. Now, I will bring it on and show you guys once it's all done if I have to finish it off camera. But this is the final stream for this blanket. Unless we, finish it off as part of the chair stream. So Sarah's had her dinner, time to get another coffee and back to knitting. Nice. I hope you enjoyed your dinner. Josephine said it suggested $7.99 to me, so I shrugged and clicked. Really? When I click on it, let me look. When I click continue, it suggests $5 Australian for me. Can I change that? I don't know if I could. It doesn't appear I get to change that. Interesting. I don't know what that is. 2 more to go before we get to have our chair live stream. Oh, goodness me. Bring out your eyes so you can see properly. There we go. I literally was feeling all nice and relaxed and calm, right? Then the chair came, got hyper excited, had to go and stand outside in the heat, and now I'm all like overheated. It's going to take... Oh, right, on the iPad. It's the iPad that'll be doing it. Apple have Apple tax, and it gets passed on. Gabby Rodriguez has jumped in. Gabby, is that not a second donation for you? Is that correct? That's a second one for you? Thank you so much. If it, either way, 1 more to go. We have how many minutes? We have 10 minutes and 52 seconds to get 1 more. Gabby left 1. Goodness me. Yeah, I'm on a desktop, and I did like a Mac desktop, but I'm on a desktop and I did not get the option to change for there. So a standard super chat, you get the option to change, but the goals, it doesn't. Holly has... Oh my gosh, I got a message saying that the goal is achieved. Holly, you're a champion. That is so amazing. Thank you so much. You guys are crazy. All right, we have to work out a time when we're going to be doing this stream. Oh my goodness. That is insane. That is insane. That is so crazy. All right, I need to go back and give these some love hearts. They need love hearts. I've got to give them love hearts. There's not a lot I can do, but I can give them love hearts. Game Widows didn't get a love heart either. I got to go back. Artsog didn't get one. How far back have I got? There we go. Everyone else has got one. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right. Well, we got to work out a time when we're going to do this chair stream. How does everybody feel about the same time we start, but tomorrow? Oh no, Josephine has to go to the office. What if, I thought I was going to have to go to Caffeinated Crafters tonight, but there's no Caffeinated Crafters. So what if, where are we at time zone wise? So what if we say in 7.5 hours. We come back. So that would be 7:30 p.m. Brisbane local time. So it's about 7.5 hours-ish from now. I know a lot of Australians can do that. I don't know about like some of the US girls who chipped in. I really want to try and make sure that everybody who chipped in can be there live. So I don't want. It looks like tomorrow morning is out. So 7:30 p.m. Brisbane time. So that's 8:30 p.m. for the southern states. I'm not sure about the other states. And it's in about 7.5 hours from now. So if you're out, like, go and look at your clock and work out what time it is. Kelly says, do you have all of the parts? I have the chair box, which should have all the chair pieces in it. I have the extra box that's got the rollerblade wheels. What I am missing was the bonus chair cushion arm pad. So I still have the existing arm pads, but not the bonus ones, and cleaning cloths. So I got everything, like all the basic stuff is here. It's just some of the extras that I ordered are not. You can absolutely leave it. I will leave it up for replay for sure, but I want to try and make it so that everyone's here if I can. Kind of late for North Americans. Okay. What time is it? In North America at that time. So, because I would like to try and make that possible if I can. Yeah, it's very hard working out the time differences. It is. So all I can suggest is Google 7:30 p.m. Brisbane time, and that will tell you whatever your local time is. Oh, that's going to be 1:30 a.m. West Coast. Okay, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I don't know what to do. What do you guys think? Should we? Oh, I don't know. What is the solution here? Saturday. So my Saturday morning. So like a productivity stream time. So what's Thursday? I'm just thinking how many days I have to go without a good chair. I'm very selfish in this regard. I can do this. Let me just double check. I haven't got anything else booked in. Calendar. I don't think I've got anything booked in. That's a calculator, Chantel. Calendar. Okay, I don't have anything booked in Saturday. I could do Saturday morning. So that would be Friday night US, Saturday, like, so a standard productivity stream time. I could do that. I can push the chair somewhere so I don't look at it for 2 days. Definitely. And who knows, maybe the extra parts will arrive in the meantime. What I will do though is I will open the box and double check if any, like, there's a cut, like there's a gouge in the box. I will open the box and double check that that's not affecting anything inside of it. So yeah, I don't have a massive space to clear. I have this space. This is it. This is the only space I have. So, but I will, there's some things I can move out. So yeah, I can clear a little bit of space. I think I just need some water. Oh, you caught us right at the end, right after we've had like some massive winds. Did not get the blanket finished. I've still got like a side and a side and the bottom or top. What are you? Bottom. I'm working along the bottom edge now. So yeah, so that's happening. Okay, Well, we have a plan. So unless something dramatic is wrong in the box, which fingers crossed it's not. Hopefully it's just the box that's been damaged and not the chair inside. Then we'll go from there. Then we'll send a productivity time stream, and go from there. Yeah, I'll make sure that there aren't any issues. So I will double check everything. And then we can plan to build it on Saturday. I can make sure I've got all the tools I need. I believe they supply all the tools you need, honestly, but I prefer my own tools because they're just better. And go from there. Yeah, it would suck if I opened that box and realized there was damage and we couldn't build it after all the hype up. That would suck a lot. That would suck. But yeah, that chair came really fast. It was so fast. I was not expecting it to arrive today. I thought maybe early next week. So super chuffed with how fast that arrived. I don't know about the rest of it. All the extra little bits and bobs. I mean, it's nothing that'll stop the chair build. It's just it's just the cushiony arm things. And like one of the cushiony arm things, the plush cell things, I was told they weren't coming till November, but then I got a shipping notification. So I was surprised that was coming as well. Do you know what I mean? So, but enough with the spiders, you guys. Seriously. To put spiders on my face? Oh, now my skin's crawling. Now my skin is crawling because there are spiders on my face. I don't like the spiders. I'm going to have to add spiders to the list of emojis that we can't use. I'm not enjoying that. That's not enjoyable. Game Widow's got a surprise parcel from overseas yesterday. Ooh. What are you doing, Lou? Come back. Come back. You've moved out of the camera angle. Oh, that'll do, I suppose. Let me see if I could just tighten that up a bit. There we go. Can we have the cat again? We'll see if we can get the cat. Can't open it for weeks though. No, you've got to put that thing away so you're not tempted by it. Absolutely. Louis is very cute. He had another haircut yesterday. So that's, I think, adorable. Oh, of course, with the pink. There we go, that's better. I got a Nundle Woolamil order just after your chair. It's the day for parcels. Oh, hey, how is that Nundle Woolamil? Is it soft? Like, what did you get? I saw that you wanted something that was similar, and the last time I went to use Nundle yarn, it was a long time ago. It was when the mill very first opened back up with the new owners. So we're talking 12 years ago, 10, 12 years ago. I don't know, a long time ago. And I just wasn't all that impressed with the yarn. I thought it was a bit scratchy. But that was a long time ago as well. So let me know. Sarah says, I had yarn come earlier in the week, which was exciting. I love a good yarn delivery. I've been very, very good. I went a bit hard a few months back and got a lot of yarn delivered. And I have not ordered any yarn, even though there's been yarn I've seen that I wanted. I have not ordered it because, I'll be honest, there's an entire box in this room that is not normally here, taking up precious space because it's full of yarn for projects I need to get done before Christmas. So if I can get those done and out of the way, then I might consider ordering some more yarn down the track. But until that box is gone, it's the reminder that I currently have too much yarn. So, yeah. Oh, Nundle sock yarn is deliciously soft. What? Oh, it's okay. So Kelly got a merino alpaca sparkle nylon blend, so I can't touch it because I'm allergic to alpaca. But that sounds amazing. The Nundle merino roving is deliciously soft and squishy. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to. That's looks like Nundle's on my list of things I need to try now. Like I'll need to go in and find some of their non-alpaca stuff, but go from there. Wow, 17.5 micron merino is amazingly soft. That is insane. Most mills can't deal with merino that soft. They have a bit of a complainy about it because their equipment has to be specialized for it. Kelly says, I did buy a sock yarn ball so I can bring it next time we catch up. Oh, I would definitely be curious about that. I would like to see that. You guys, I feel like I need to give you a bit of extra time because I was away from the screen, but if you need to run, I get it. It's been a long morning. It's been a long morning, but I'm happy to hang out a bit longer. So, if, you know, because I would like to at least get to this next corner, which is just here. I would like to at least get to that next corner before I end the stream because I did have to go and stand out and deal with Mr. Courier for a bit. So I feel like I walked off and didn't get as much crochet done as I would like. That's split. Fix that. But I understand if you've got to go. Like I do get it. Time, busy, food, whatever. I get it. But I'm going to stick around a bit longer just to get this done because I know the second I put it down, I'm going to walk away from it for the rest of the day. So, I don't want to put it down until I get to the corner. Let me have a look here. Nundle Mills road trip. I think that's an overnight trip, that one. I don't think that's a day trip. But I think I could be persuaded. Yeah, I think I could be persuaded. Vempy says, lunch is in the oven. Really want to see the finished blanket. I don't think I'll get it all finished today. This slip stitching took a fair whack longer than I thought it would. I should have known that if the actual double crochet or the treble rounds or double crochet rounds were taking me 2 hours, I should have known the slip stitch was going to take me longer, especially on camera, sidetracked, all that sort of stuff. I should have started it. I've actually put it down yesterday and decided to hold off. I could have gotten it started so we could have had the win and finished, but I thought we'd really get it done. Shannon says, I've been good and using my stash. That is awesome because sometimes we just need to use up our stash. And my stash has been enhanced a little bit this year with like some extra yarn purchases. But I won't be enhancing the stash for a little bit because I enhanced it a little bit too hard earlier in the year. Saying that, Hobie has some really good stuff coming. Knit Picks has got some really good sales coming, everybody. If you want to keep an eye on those, grab my Knit Picks link. And, you know, start keeping an eye on prices. They've got some pretty big Black Friday sales coming. So if you've got any tools or any yarns that you want to buy from Knit Picks, definitely go and check those out. So if you can use my Knit Picks affiliate, and I've also got a Hobie affiliate. So if you want to check out my which companies I have affiliates with, they're on my website. So if you go to fibrific.com.au, and then look at the top, there's a Fibrific Recommends tab. There's a pile of companies and businesses in there. Not all of them I've got affiliates with, but they're all businesses that I recommend. Sarah says, yes, the camera adds at least 50% to all time estimates. Doesn't it what? Doesn't it what? So we are coming up close to the corner. We're starting to round the corner. And then I'll hold it up and we can see where it's at from there. How does that sound? It's adding in this enlarged border has definitely added some heft to the blank. Let's just say that this heft has been added to the blanket. Oh, there we go. Kelly's popped in both my Knit Picks and my Hobie affiliate links. I really appreciate that. Those links get you just basically at no additional cost to you. I get a little kickback from the companies because I referred you to them. Alrighty, one more stitch and we're around that corner. Alrighty, let me pull that out. I have a little, I had a little stitch marker somewhere. What did I do with it? It's gone. It's probably under the blanket. Alrighty. Sarah says, I hate figuring out the corners. This particular one, the pattern explained very carefully what to do for the corners, and then I promptly ignored it. But it's fine. It looks fine. Alrighty. Okay. Let me get from the top. So we still have, what have we got left to do? We have one side left to go. It's not too bad. It's not as bad as I was expecting. I thought we had to go around another corner bit, but it's actually go to the end of this side and then just go get around the corner, and I'm just joined right there. So, oh, there's the stitch marker I was looking for. It's still attached. Alrighty. I'm going to stand up here. I'm just trying to make sure this chair doesn't take anything out behind it. Drop the blanket to the ground. Boom, bye blanket. So we've got, this edge has still got to get closed up. It's not closed yet. But this edge is closed. So let me just do the, yay! I can't see through the blanket, so I don't know if you can see the bottom. So that's where we're at. So we're not finished yet. We have one more edge to go. Oh my goodness. One more edge and a few little ends to weave in at the back. Nothing too dramatic about the ends in the back. But yeah, this is, so this, once this also gets a wash, the edge will also settle down a bit as well. So it is a little chonky wonky, but once it gets a wash, it'll settle down. I am like, it weighs a ton. It's so heavy. If you're a person who likes a good heavy blanket, this is that blanket, honestly. This is that blanket. I'm just going to pop that over there for now. Definitely a heavy blanket, but it feels amazing. Feels amazing. This particular yarn that I've used, so all the links are in the description, but it's called Dirty DK. It's from an Australian yarn supplier. It's basically the equivalent of Red Heart Super Saver in meterage, but then feels like butter, whereas I consider Red Heart Super Saver to feel like sandpaper. So it is the same meterage and weight as Red Heart Super Saver, but it is so soft. It's buttery soft. So, and I don't even think the lady who was selling it in Australia still sells it anymore. So it's just like, this has been going on so long. I bought the yarn when the yarn was first released in Australia, and now it's been discontinued. Actually, I don't know if it's discontinued or she's just out of stock. Have you seen the weighted blankets crocheted with the pony beads? I have not. So I'll have a look. I don't think this requires pony beads. It weighs so much. I'll have to weigh it. It will need to go on standard scales. It will not, each every one of the things of yarn was 200 grams, and we've used 7 different colors plus 7 skeins of the pink. So 14 by 200 is 2.8 kilos. Now, I haven't used all of everything, so I could probably just weigh the leftovers of the yarn and take that off. But I would be surprised if that was less than 2.5 kilos. So, yeah, so 14 skeins. It's a heavy blanket. It's a heavy blanket. Still no Dirty DK on the website. She says it might she's going to restock it. So it's not discontinued. It's just out of stock. So that is good, because it's such nice yarn to work with, honestly. Sound has dipped a few times. Really? I know that Kelly said she was having problems with the sound. That is weird. That is weird. My voice is also playing up, so it could be me. It could be me as well. Shannon, are you agreeing with the sound dipping or agreeing with something else? Bianca says not for me. Josephine says not for me either. It's weird. I don't understand why this stuff happens. It just, sometimes it does. Like, I know, like, when I've been doing some live streaming moderating, I'll just be booted out of Chrome for no apparent reason. So it's just a weird thing. I don't know what's going on there. I do know YouTube's trialing and testing a lot of stuff. I would assume that everyone would get like every person viewing would get the same viewing experience, obviously depending on their internet and what have you. But I didn't realize that it would be so varied between everybody. It's very odd. Nitzpin Girl says that she's had no noticeable sound issues. That's so weird. It's so weird. All right. So this is the plan. Because you guys are all amazing and awesome and also insane. Let's just be honest here. You have funded an extra live stream this week. So I will double check the box, make sure everything is good. So keep an eye out in the Discord, the Facebook group, and here in the community tab, just in case. So if you don't hear anything, it's stream as usual. If you see something that's like, oh my God, chair is cactus, whatever, I won't be able to stream that. But what I will do is I'll still stream, even if we can't do the chair build, I will still stream for an hour on Saturday, finishing off the blanket. But I'll make that call this afternoon, whether it's a chair build or blanket or both. Because if the chair gets built, I'm going to want to test it out, right? What's the best way to test it out? Put your butt in it for an extended period of time. And what is great for that? Crocheting. So we will see. We're all a little mad here. We are. Chair is cactus. Thank you for making me also almost snort my coffee on the keyboard. Well, I am sorry about that. I am sorry about that. But yeah. So that is the goal. Something will happen. So even if it can't be the chair, something will happen because you guys are amazing and you made it happen. All right. I don't know if we'll ever do this again, and I 100% appreciate you all jumping in and being amazing with it. I mean, I agree with this. Definitely better the keyboard than the knitting, for sure. 100% agree. Getting coffee stains out of your yarn is not easy. It's not easy at all. All right. I'm going to go and have some food because it is now my lunch time. And then I'm going to check the box, and there'll be, so check back on the channel or in the various Fiberific locations, whether it's Facebook or Discord or the community tab here on YouTube, to confirm what is happening. It'll be my Saturday. If you're in the Northern, it'll be your Friday night. So I probably still won't have celebratory beverages. I mean, I probably could if I finish later. Look, I'm one of these weird people. I don't tend to drink alcohol when it's daylight outside very often. So, but yeah, even if I make a smoothie, a celebratory smoothie or iced tea or something. Actually, that sounds amazing. I think I'll make celebratory iced tea. I'll see you all here next week, or Saturday, or whenever I'm going to see you. I don't even know. Like, what? Have a great week, everyone. And thank you all so much for being phenomenal and amazing, as always. Enjoy your craft time. You don't get unlimited craft time, so enjoy the time you've got. I'll catch you next time. Bye now.